brightest day, and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light!
Hey guys, it's StarrySky, and this video is going to be about the ranged sorcery loadout I've been working on and the rotation behind it. So if we go straight to loadout, I can show you what the loadout is and all the stuff about it. Now please remember about this loadout, this is how I like to have the loadout, so feel free to put them in any slots that you feel more comfortable with. So from left to right we have Soulwell, Circle of Destruction, Final Ruin, Shed Fate, Weapon of Destiny, and Invocation of Renewal. Now the reason for this loadout, or the reason behind it is this is a ranged loadout. With this one you do not want to be up close and personal, you want to stay back, do your damage, and pretty much that's how we would want this loadout to work. So okay, the reason why we have Soulwell full is because it lasts like a minute and it's constantly doing damage over time, plus it gives us and the rest of our group a small crit chance buff. Now I did find this out earlier on. The buff it particularly gives is a 3% crit ability chance and a 3% weapon crit chance. So that benefits us and the whole group, well, who are near the Soulwell. So then we have Circle of Destruction. Now this is our primary AoE skill, but to make this more beneficial, we want to be able to spread the bad karma, and then we want to use this to get like the double ticks going. Final Ruin, when we have an ad or a boss below 35% HP, we can pretty much just use this and we can get a lot of damage done. Or if you want to call it, we can call it a boss killer. You know, we can just use this one skill and we can just get like crits of like 4k at a time. So we can do a lot of damage just with this one skill. Shed Fate. Now this skill isn't really going to be used to do damage with. It will do damage when you use it, but the primary use of the skill is to spread the bad karma to benefit Circle of Destruction. Weapon of Destiny. Now this does do a lot of damage, and this is going to be our primary skill for putting bad karma on an ad. And then I've even been asked why Invocation of Renewal. Now I got introduced to this by a fellow league mate. Instead of using like a Soul of Boon or something to clip the animation of Soulwell, Invocation of Renewal is pretty much in our loadout just to use as a clipping skill, nothing else. We don't get any damage modifier or anything, it's just used to clip two of our skills. So with this skill we can clip Soulwell straight away. All we do is we would go Soulwell, Invocation Renewal, jump, and that's it. We can even clip Circle of Destruction with it. We can go Circle of Destruction, Invocation Renewal, jump, and that's it. So pretty much what we're going to be doing with this loadout is we're going to be using Weapon of Destiny to inflict bad karma, Shed Fate to spread the bad karma, and then what we're going to do is we would use Circle of Destruction to for the AoE benefits. But after when we've used that skill, we would go straight into Invocation of Renewal to clip it. So that means we can go straight back into a weapon combo. Okay, so that's the loadout, and that's the aim of it. Okay, so now to like around the rotation behind it. As I did explain, this is a ranged loadout, and I have experimented with a whole array of weapons, and I've pretty much come to the judgment that I am more comfortable with the bow, since the bow has a good single target and AoE skills, which are relatively easy to do. As most primary one is the 3-tap hold, but my personal favourite is the Arrow Storm, which is just hold right click and press back, as long as you have the skill for it, because it does a nice bit of damage, and it's relatively simple to do without having to do any tap hold stuff. Okay, So, what we want to do is we want to hit our targets with bad karma, then we want to spread it, and then we want to use our Circle of Destruction. Unfortunately, this is only a training dummy, so it is only a one target, so you're just going to have to use your imagination and imagine it's a group of ads. So what we want to first of all is we want to inflict a target with bad karma. We can either use just tap it primarily, but you'd want to do more damage with it. So we would want to either do the 3 tap hold, or if it's a big group of ads, we can just do that. Arrow Storm, and get a nice bit of AoE damage at the same time. Okay, so first of all, we'd want to inflict the target with bad karma, and then straight after that, if it's a big group of ads, we would want to use Shared Fate, which would then spread the bad karma onto all the ads nearby, or from the boss to its ads. So that's a good way of spreading the bad karma. And then after when we spread the bad karma, we would want to use Circle of Destruction straight away, because we want to get the benefit from the bad karma. So the Circle of Destruction will get the double damage. So pretty much the primary rotation is going to be Weapon of Destiny, Shared Fate, Circle of Destruction, Invocation Renewal, and then you jump. That's what we would want to do. So this time I'll actually put in Invocation of Renewal, Shared Fate, Circle of Destruction, Invocation Renewal, jump. That's pretty much our primary rotation. And then if we see ads or bosses with 35% HP, we can just chuck in a Final Ruin every now and again in between cooldowns. So the main rotation is again is Weapon of Destiny, Shared Fate, Circle of Destruction, Invocation Renewal. As you see, we clipped Circle of Destruction without having to worry about any cast time. Now with Soulwell is pretty much just going to be our big AoE damage over time, and the buff we get. Now since this is a training dummy, I can't kill something to actually show you the buff, but you do get one though, because you'll be able to tell by the marker underneath your name. Kind of looks like a bullseye. So for Soulwell, instead of just waiting for the horrible cast time on it, we can just literally go Soulwell, Invocation Renewal, jump. Straight away, we've got our Soulwell out. And you can see, Invocation Renewal has a really fast cooldown time. So it makes this an ideal clipping skill for our long cast time skills. Even for Circle of Destruction, we can go Surplus Destruction, Invocation Renewal, jump. And we've got our Circle of Destruction going, and we're not waiting around for any horrible cast times. So as you can see, Soulwell's ready again, so then we can easily plonk down another Soulwell, Invocation, jump. And we would keep doing this with Soulwell every time Soulwell's cooldown is available. So at one time, we'll be able to get 3 Soulwells going up at one time, and if you can imagine there's a big group of ads, 3 Soulwells going at the same time, ticking all over constantly. It's a lot of damage you're getting just from a stationary AoE. So it is a very beneficial skill to have in your loadout. So once again, the main rotation behind this is Weapon of Destiny, then Shared Fate to spread the bad karma, and then we want to go straight into the Circle of Destruction, and then we press Invocation Renewal and jump to clip Circle of Destruction. So spread the bad karma, Circle of Destruction, now it does take a lot of getting used to using Invocation with Renewal. As you can still sometimes I still even mess it up. See, and then we can go for Subwell, another invitation renewal, and that would be going like that. And then in between the cooldown times of Weapon of Destruction, we can just do a few Weapon of Destiny combos, and with a couple final ruins, just to boost our damage out and to kill some ads quicker. So guys, I hope this insight into the range loadout and the rotation behind it is beneficial to any current sorcery players or any players that think about switching to sorcery. Now, sorcery is a good DPS power no matter what anyone says. It does take a lot of work to get used to it. It will never be the top DPS power, but with the right player it can do a lot of damage. So until next time guys, thanks for watching.